No. All of this is my fault.
There is only one true way out of this.
Long, snake-like arms stretch across the void and grab Hugo's neck, violently squeezing all the air out of him.
I will share with you the most happiest of endings.
Hello everybody, it's me, the Anon Mystery, your local nocturnal detective. And Mona, my trusty crime-finding dog. And our good pal Anon Sylvarinth. Tonight we're going to finish investigating Stillwater by Studio Clump. In our last session, we investigated the Mortimer estate and slowly began to unravel the mystery surrounding Nina's grandfather's condition. From what we've seen so far, Nina's grandfather seems to be haunted by the ghost of his former lover, Louis, who died waiting for Mr. Mortimer to meet him one last time. Could the deadly occurrences be the work of Louis' restless spirit? And what's the story behind the voice that haunts Hugo? I guess we'll find out as we dig right in. Alright, take the locket.
Take the locket. I should probably hold on to this for now.
Take it to him, please.
Louise? Oh, whoops.
A gentle but distant plea echoes in Hugo's heart. A forgotten ache of yearning and regret grips him deeply. Feelings not of his own start to rise like small ripples on the pond. Wanting to be found again and remembered.
Don't worry, we'll bring it to him. I'll make sure of it.
Hugo is about to put everything back into the chest when he feels a wet and cold sensation crawling up his leg.
What? Water?
A pool of water relentlessly spreads across the floor, already seeping into the chest.
Damn it, no!
Suddenly, the light shut off. A scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shouts. Hugo is about to call out to Noah, but stops at the sight of pale feet before him. Looming over him stands a tall and ominous figure. His face is shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears as a young man, but Hugo knows that it's far from it. No, this very thing is trying to imitate a human form. Trying to be human. Hugo can only stare back. Paralyzed with fear, he is forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps towards him. It's just like before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within. But this time, it's drawing nearer, inching ever so closely. The words to call out to Colby or Noah fail to reach out. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. With his breathing shallow, he tries to force his body to move. And then it stops. Looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt, it speaks.
Don't get in my way.
All of a sudden, the door to the bedroom slams shut and the entity disappears. The tension from his body finally releases its agonizing grip and he gasps desperately for air. His vision blurs and his breathing is haggard. He staggers towards the door. He yanks at the handle several times, but it's tightly jammed.
Fuck. Noah! Kobe!
To his dismay, he is only greeted with silence at the other end of the door.
Damn it.
From a distance, he faintly hears the sounds of Colby's relentless barking as it gets further away from the house. Hugo rushes towards the window. He tries to pry it open, but just like the door, a heavy force prevents him from doing so. Like being underwater. His movement slow and drawn out, as if being dragged down by that thing.
Fuck this.
Frantically looking around the room, he spots a nearby chair. Without a moment sooner, Hugo grabs the chair and starts to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger with each blow, splitting off smaller pieces.
What the hell is this thing made out of?
Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all the strength he has left for a final blow.
Damn you, just break already!
Clearing out the remaining glass shards, Hugo peers his head out to see any railing he can grab hold of. However, he discovers instead that the wall adjacent is covered in ivy. Despite how heavy the rain has drastically become, he reaches out for it, grabbing a handful of the vines. Carefully, he climbs out the window, gripping tightly and making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, the patch of vines he clutches start to tear away from the wall. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another, but fails when his hands slip out of reach.
Shit!
Clamoring wildly as he loses grip on the ivy, he crash lands down into a thicket of bushes. Air forced out of him, he heaves uncontrollably, trying to even out his breathing. But even that is laborious. An immense pain spreads across not only his back, but his entire body.
God, I'm getting too old for this.
Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up.
There's still time. I can do this. I have to do this.
With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where it all started. To the lake, where this tragedy starts and ends.
Lake! Question mark, question mark, at question mark, question mark. Finally entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah. Colby! Noah! Where are you? He hears faintly the sounds of barking and echoes of people yelling in the distance. He rushes towards the echoes, guiding him through the downpour. With his heart racing and blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her.
Grandpa,
I don't remember.
Grandpa, stop! Grandpa! Let me go! My grandpa, he's... No, Nina.
Okay.
No, Nina, it's dangerous. You'll get hurt too. I don't care! I don't want to lose anyone anymore!
It's at that instant Hugo trudges through the water, pursuing in Nina's stead.
Hugo? No, don't!
Please falls. Oh, yeah.
my bad,
Please
my
fall. Death to his ears. Not even the whines and worried cries of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he forges ahead. Nearing the deep end of the lake, he sees Henry Mortimer gazing directly at the abyss. He looks even more frail and disheveled than before. It's as if all the life he's lived up to this point has begun to fray, draining every ounce of himself, and surrendering it all to the lake. Before Henry could lean in, Hugo reaches out and tugs at his arm. Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please, come back to the shore with me. Motionless and unresponsive, he stares deeply into the water. The haze over his eyes is still obscure and persistent. There are so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives. And you're one of them. To Nina, you're all that she has left. She needs you, Mr. Mortimer. Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm as if stirred by the mention of Nina. He slowly turns to face Hugo.
Huh?
That's your grandpa?
Remember, he got the Benjamin Button.
Oh, that's right!
Yeah.
That's right. Grandfather, brother, uncle, cousin. Yeah, that's my grandpa. I know I look older, but...
Definitely gilf material.
Nina?
However, just as cruel and violent as the storm, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him. No, all of this is my fault. If only I got to Louis sooner, then none of this would have happened. He's waiting for me. Was patient with me. And yet, for all the things he's done, I chose my family over him. He's gone because I didn't pick him. Henry backs further away from the shoreline. Mr. Mortimer! His manic eyes ever straying away from Hugo as he keeps his distance from him. Louis, I'm sorry. I was the one who dragged you into this. You deserve so much more. And I wished... Henry struggles over his words. He clasps tightly to his shirt, his throat dry and taut from all that he has bottled up. From all those repressed and silent years of just waiting. Waiting for his curse to finally take him. I wish I'd gone with you that night, Louis. Sir, even if you still covet that wish, it wouldn't resolve anything. Not for you or Louis. I read what he wrote to you all those. I read what he wrote to you those years ago. He understood if you didn't want to come see him. But the thing is, Mr. Mortimer, Louis never thought anything less of you. He said so in his letters to you. His letters. For the longest time, I wanted to believe he hated me for that, resented me for that choice. Or at least, I thought it was easier for me to think that way. How long has it been since I talked about him? It's been too long, sir. But that's why you don't have to shoulder all that pain by yourself anymore. I'm so sorry, I only have 2 male voices, and it's the same voice.
It's okay. I only got 1.
We can talk about it. About you and Louis. All of it together. Hugo extends not only his hand to him, but a promise. Oh, his eyes. A promise that Henry had yearned for so long. A way to forgive himself. He hesitates at first. What fool believes in a deserved forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. And yet, despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. To a stranger. Maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he was about to reach out for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry's instead. What? Its arms unnaturally contort around him, while its head perches on his shoulder. This thing. This Louis is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing, cold green eyes, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair.
We can be saved. We can be forgiven. There is only one true way out of this. I will share with you the most happiest of endings.
Ooh. Before Hugo could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappears into the water. Mr. Mortimer! Without hearing the anguished cries and desperate pleas, Hugo dives right after him. Into the abyss.
Question mark, question mark, at question mark, question mark?
At question mark?
Plunging
question mark?
into icy waters.
Yeah.
Plunging into icy waters, Hugo feels shock running rampant throughout his body, like spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers, fiercely and unyielding. His chest tightens and his heart races as he begins to kick his leg. Hoping whichever way he goes, he will find his way to Henry. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he sees faintly a figure slowly descending into the darkness. As he finally gets closer to Henry, long snake-like arms stretch across the void and grab Hugo's neck, violently squeezing all the air out of him.
It's the thing again.
He tries desperately to wrench its hands away. But with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to weigh heavier and heavier.
Louis. Where are you, Louis?
It's looking for Louis.
Digging deep into his coat's pocket, he grasps tightly in his hand the locket that Henry kept and had long forgotten. Holding it out as it shines ever so brightly in the dark.
Ah, there you are.
It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops the chain and kicks with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart and body screaming in pain, he swims desperately to the surface.
Almost there. I just have to...
As the lights from the surface begin to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses consciousness, he notices a figure swimming towards them, getting closer and closer. And then, everything fades to black.
That was a cool way to do that. They had like the fuzziness that his character model was like going down.
Yeah, like
I like that.
Yeah, that was really creative.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Drifting along what feels like an endless sea, Hugo courses through the wave after wave, not knowing where he's going or caring for that matter. Jesus. All he knows is that he's very tired. How long has it been since he had a good night's rest? It's been so long. Too long. Maybe I should take that rest now. I'd like that so much.
I agree that you deserve it, but not here. I'm sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you one last time before I go.
Louis?
You've done so much for me and Henry. I can't thank you enough.
No worries. I want to thank you too for watching over me. And also, I want to apologize for my remarks from before. I really thought I had things figured out once I found you, but you know how that turned out for me.
It's alright, really. After all this time, I didn't think anyone could hear me. Especially Henry.
Louis.
I was worried about him for a long time. He always wanted to keep me away from his personal struggles. To keep me safe from them. But I was too stubborn for my own good. Honestly, I don't regret it. Any of it. Even if I could no longer reach out to Henry. Fate weaved its thread back to you, our tangent connecting us once more for this very moment. And for that, I am forever grateful to you, Hugo.
You're welcome, Louis.
From a far-off distance, Hugo hears a voice crying out to him, beckoning for him to return. Well, they're waiting for you.
I guess they really are, huh?
Take care always, Hugo.
You too, Louis.
Lake.
With his eyes closed and his senses still returning, he feels the constant tugs and licks of a certain bloodhound, whining as he tries to wake up his partner.
Hugo!
He also hears another familiar voice, too annoyingly close for comfort. Eyes shoot right open. He jerks up. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs off the remaining water from it in his lungs.
Are you alright?
Noah starts to pat his back while Colby continues to whine over Hugo. What happened? Where's Mr. Mortimer?
He's safe. So is Nina.
Yay!
They're both okay. Yay!
Yeah, they definitely weren't last time.
I think they both drowned, right?
I think we survived.
Or one of them drowned.
Yeah, Mortimer definitely died.
Mortimer got dragged into the abyss.
Oof.
The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon.
Thank goodness.
Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of thank goodness? I swear, you don't listen to a damn word I say.
I'm sorry, Noah. Exhausted, he lets out a sigh. Then he continues to pat Hugo's back aggressively when someone approaches them.
Detective Laurent?
Oh, Nina.
There's someone I want you to meet.
Behind her stands an elderly man.
Colonel Sanders?
I'm back, America!
Uh-oh, the geriatric general is getting ideas. The cogs are turning. Hey, but he is kind of bad, so
It's fine.
it's fine. Gosh, I'm being ridiculous.
Frail in stature, he timidly looks to the side pensively as he ponders to himself. Although his youth has long faded, his eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They are no longer a piercing and vicious green. Only eyes just like Nina's. Hello, Mr. Mortimer. Detective. I never got the chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What if Louis had lived on in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of that constant mindset I dragged everyone down. And I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her, the one to blame for all of this. But you, someone that I've never met, still went out of your way to save me. Not knowing my burdens or my faults. Thank you. Hugo reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him. It's my pleasure, sir.
Look at that smug smile.
Before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's arm one last time. I hope that someday you too will overcome it. What's going on with Hugo?
Well, good morning, Mr. Hugo. Oh, well, good morning, Hugo.
Mister?
You're bright and early.
Morning.
With much fervor and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although by closer inspection, he looks like he's going to combust any minute. Are you writing up the report? Without looking up, Hugo responds back.
Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours too.
I will. But since I haven't had breakfast yet, and I don't like eating by myself... Ooh. Well, what we got on that plate? Hash brown bites?
A lot of carbs.
Pancakes, sausage, bacon, and sunny side up eggs, and coffee.
Is that hash brown or just potatoes?
Oh, that's probably just potatoes. Diced potatoes.
Hell yeah. Let me guess. 2 is better than 1?
Bingo! Wow, Hugo, you're really catching on. I'm so proud of you.
Aw, shut it, will you? I swear, if only I had fallen off that goddamn window, maybe my report would have been shorter.
Before Noah could begin to cut the bacon, he pauses at the mention of Hugo's report. Oh yeah, by the way, mind telling me what happened to the Mortimer's window?
I broke it.
Well, that's obvious to me. What I don't understand is, why is it broken? Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that?
I know. It was really dumb of me. I'm sorry. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer about it before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. And also the bill.
And?
Surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. Lucky us, right?
So what? You just called it a day after all that? Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer. You broke it, you pay for it.
Would you chill? Of course I'll pay for it. But each time I keep insisting, he just shrugged it off. Said that we already went through a lot for him, so this was nothing in comparison. Ugh. You know what? He's right. After all that we went through, we deserve at least a nap.
But before he could walk away, he stops and sees a familiar person walking towards the storefront, carrying something with her. Good morning, you two. Just barely a foot through the door, a certain bloodhound stirs up from his resting spot and makes his way towards Nina, tail uncontrollably wagging. Ah, good morning to you too, Colby. Nina scratches behind one of Colby's ears, making his right foot unconsciously move on its own, scratching an invisible but desirable spot for him. Good morning, Miss Nina.
Morning.
What brings you here this time around? Is everything all right with your grandfather? Yes, he's doing pretty well, actually. Even better than before. We talked so much last night, I hardly slept at all. But honestly, it's been a while since I last spoke to him so freely like that, I hardly feel tired at all.
That's wonderful to hear.
But there is something else I wanted to ask the both of you for. To put it bluntly, I need your help. If you two aren't busy, I would like some company eating these.
Aww.
Inside a clear plastic bag are a stack of 2 boxes placed on top of one another. She opens the box on top and reveals a colorful array of neatly decorated donuts, all lined up perfectly. No cramped or squished spaces. A work of art in Hugo's eyes. Wow, so pretty.
Donuts? They look so delicious.
Big ass smile.
We're more than happy to eat these with you, Nina.
There he
That is
goes
sweet
again
too.
with his donuts. But yes, please join us, Miss Nina. We were about to have our breakfast too. Weren't you, Kuya?
Always so brazen in front of others.
You do make it exceptionally easy for me.
Ugh.
You both have such great chemistry with each other.
On second thought, I'm way too tired for this. I'm going to have to apologize in advance for this, Nina. But truthfully, I've been running on last night's coffee, and I'm about to pass out any minute.
No worries. Honestly, I think a little break time sounds like what we all need right now.
Thanks.
Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the couch. Colby follows after him. Would you like to join us, Miss Nina? I would love to. I guess we save these for later then?
Yes, please do. Now, come on, it's nap time.
Noah sighs heavily before setting down the food on his desk. He then gestures Nina towards the sofa, in which she happily takes his offer and joins them.
Aww.
Cute.
I'm getting old.
I mean, you are old.
Shut it.
This is really nice. Oh, good boy, Colby. Come here. Nina quietly coos at him and begins to scratch at the back of Colby's ears once more. Hugo leans a little closer to Noah, his voice above a whisper, but close enough for Noah to only hear him.
You know, I'm glad that you came along yesterday.
Oh? What's this? Are you getting chummy with me now?
Call it chummy or whatever, but I really mean it. If you hadn't saved us back there...
Look, I told you before. I'll be there whenever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Get some rest. You deserve it.
You too.
A calming silence fills the room as they bask under the morning glow. No big parties or celebrations. Just each other's company and sharing this small reward. A small and warm comfort. Good end.
Good
Case
end.
closed. Achievement unlocked.
Yay!
Go ahead and save that in there.
Cool. Nice.
Nice. Hugo's apartment.
No, there's more?
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
12 a.m.
12 a.m. Oh shit, 12 a.m. Nothing good ever happens at 12. It's already nightfall when Hugo and Colby arrive back home. Hugo, already too tuckered out from the remaining assorted mess he left behind for himself, lazily sheds off his coat and shoes while Colby heads straight towards his bed. Making his way through unloaded boxes and cramped spaces, one by one, Hugo strips down his outside clothes and switches to his regular shirt and sweatpants he found lying around. He plops down onto the couch with his head laid back and eyes closed as he lets out a heavy sigh, releasing all the tension left in his body. Another day done and gone, right, Colby? Beside him, he hears faintly the rhythmic, delayed breaths of his large companion, who is already falling deeper into sleep. I wish I could sleep quickly like you, buddy. He gently pats Colby's head. Good night, Colby. Thanks for today. Hugo downs one final stretch before he repositions himself to lie down on the couch, tugging at the blanket by his feet and wrapping it around him.
You don't have a bed? Just sleeping on the sofa?
Single male living spaces.
Golly.
His body begins to relax as his breathing falls into a similar cadence, finally allowing the warmth to gather and hug him closely, all snug and safe from the draft by his window.
You'd fall asleep a lot quicker in a bed. A sofa and a pillow. Sheesh. Even your dog got a bed. You get one.
Your dog got a bed.
That's crazy.
As he begins to slowly drift further and further off to slumber, he feels something. A slight chill grazing just above the base of his neck, never touching, but distinctly present all the same. Although the senses are too dull and lax to properly focus on this sensation, he does, however, cuddle closer into the blanket, hoping the chill will go away. Suddenly, he hears the front door to his flat shut so sharply, so harshly, it's as if someone or something had rushed in with enough force that he felt the room had shaken a little. Bitch. Now Hugo is wide awake. He tries to get up and face this intruder head on, but stops to realize one terrifying thing. He can't move at all. The warmth and comfort from the blanket he felt moments ago ceases to be. his own body locked in a deep slumber, leaving behind his very consciousness to be fully awake, to be deadly afraid of this overwhelming presence. He struggles to move the muscles in his face, trying desperately to call out to his partner to get his attention.
Colby.
But desperate his efforts in uttering in his dear companion's name, he is met with no response. In fact, he can't hear or feel Colby anywhere near him. It's just the raging and erratic tempo of his heart drumming in his ears as he lies there, defenseless, vulnerable, all at the mercy of this thing. And then he hears it. The sound of the feet dragging closer across the wooden floorboards. Dragging closer. And closer.
You can stay over there.
Towards him. No, not again. He wants to run. Run far, far away from here. Run until he feels the fiery tempest within him burn his lungs, leaving him scorched and choking on ash. Anywhere but here. He shuts his eyes tightly and begins to steady his uneven breathing, hoping that whatever this nightmare is, he can wake from it. He has to. However, everything comes to a halt when he suddenly feels the same chill once more, but this time lingering all over his back, persistently hovering over him. He knows it's here. Standing near to him, it's unbearable. His breath hitches as he feels this intense prickling feeling, a hand hovering so closely above his head he could feel it. He wants to cower. To hide forever away, but he can't. This frightening thing that has been following him, stalking him, haunting him for years will not rest until he gives in. His own curse. All of a sudden, his phone rings. Like a spell lifted off from him, he can move again. Hugo's eyes darted straight in the direction where the present should be, hoping to chance a peek, just a glance at the thing that hunts him. But there stood no one. Only the moonshine reflected from the window's shades piercing through the shadow. His eyes shoot once again to where Colby should be, and he found the bloodhound to be there, alerted by the sudden ringing of his phone, and also at Hugo, who looks more disheveled and winded out. He takes a deep breath, steadying his heart as he takes the phone in his hand and answers.
Hugo? I'm so sorry to call you so late at night. I forgot to ask you about the festival that's coming up in a few weeks. I was wondering if you would like to come with me. I know you said you
called right now, buddy. Holy shit.
You don't even know. My sleep paralysis demon was almost there.
Oh,
I know you said you don't really care for outdoor stuff, but I promise you, it's going to be fun. Hugo? Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, Noah. I'm here. I just,
I guess that's a no, right?
No. I mean, no to your no. I'm sorry. I'm a mess. What I meant to say was, yes, I would like to go with you to the festival.
Oh, wow. I'm a bit surprised, but happy nonetheless. Well, I don't want to keep you from your hard-earned rest, so I'm going to end the call.
Wait, Noah?
Hugo? Are you alright?
Can you stay a little longer on the line with me? We could talk about anything. I just, need company right now.
Of course, Hugo. I can stay on the line with you.
Thank you, Noah.
You know what I was thinking about?
A dangerous pastime for sure.
I was thinking maybe we should just move in together.
And now you're back to your brazen self. Wonderful.
What? Doesn't it sound like a perfect plan? I can cook, Colby loves me, and I'm good looking. See? A perfect package, all in one.
You really don't know when to quit, huh?
Nope, not at all. I can be quite stubborn, remember?
Without a doubt, the most stubborn man I know. Oh, most stubborn man ever. There was a momentary silence between them before the pair fell off into a fit of laughter, filling the room with this warm and bright feeling. Hugo melts back into the warmth of his blanket, letting the heat pool once or more around him, surrounding him, protecting him, to remind him that he is here with people who love and accept him all the time.
Same.
A reminder, a comfort in the darkest night. True end in the dead of night.
Yo, what are these new achievements, bro?
What did it say?
It says, like, new achievement unlocked up here.
Oh, yeah. That was sweet. To be continued.
Continued. Ah!
Thank you for playing. You're welcome. This was fun.
You're welcome. Yeah. What's in the break room?
Oh my gosh.
I clicked
Thanks
on
for
this, but I forgot about
making
it.
the game. This was really, really good.
Oh, they got music.
The writing was like 10 out of 10 for me.
They got like a music thing, like a little album, a jukebox.
Yeah. I remember seeing this last time.
Yeah.
So you got all the music in here.
Achievements. We got Where It All Begins, played Stillwater for the first time, Pulling Strings, Turn Down the Case, Beyond the Painting, Approach the Painting, A Mermaid's Tale, Left a Locket, Case Closed, Save Henry, In the Dead of Night, Received a Call, Thank You for Playing, got all the endings. Let's go! Completionists! Let's go!
Yay!
The
Oh my god, that was a lot of fun. Ah!
Ooh! Hold on. Thank you for your support. Dude, this is so cute, man.
I want that mug so bad.
I do. Same here, bro.
Yo, Studio Clump, y'all sell this?
Hold on.
Yeah, starting from the top. It's giving Peanut. Hugo's looking like a Peanuts character in the back.
Bro, he does. Like a little comic strip. Oh, that's so cute. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording there. And I'm using this lovely artwork to incentivize you to download the game yourself and play it, so you get to see this beautiful art with your own eyes. Stillwater was created for the 2021 Spooktober Visual Novel Game Jam, which means the entire game was made within 31 days. I'm super impressed and can see why Studio Clump won first place. The characters were really fun, and I liked how their grumpy, friendly, anxious personalities played off each other. The artwork is great. The gritty texture over the lineless art really aided the gloomy and mysterious atmosphere. The background music also lended to the ambiance, and although I didn't keep it in the playthrough for time constraints, Anon and I were jamming out to the music. I think the jukebox was a great addition, along with the achievements, which were super helpful when tracking the endings that we got. Once you beat the game, you can enjoy the jukebox. There are also pages and pages of additional art of the characters, including concept art that Anon and I fawned over. Once again, I highly recommend that you check out the game yourself. You will not be disappointed.
Overall, this has been one of my favorite visual novels we've played together. You can tell a lot of effort was put into the art. There is a melancholy feel to every background and sprite, almost like a soft blur was placed over your eyes, making it hard to distinguish what's atmospheric ambiance and what's reality. The music was banger after banger after banger. This game is a true masterclass in balancing intentional writing, beautiful art, and careful sound design to set the mood for a story. The devs had a very clear vision of how they wanted their audience to feel, and they delivered. Also, yes, Tagalog, let's go Philippines, mahal kita, bitch. Watching Hugo contend with guilt through Henry's plight was heart-wrenching to watch. Traumatic events, or a culmination of little disturbing events, can turn us into creatures of survival. Trauma never fights fair either. It uses every part of your body and mind to make you forget who you are. And in all that chaos, our bodies and minds go above and beyond to protect us. While we don't know Hugo's story, we do know that he is doing everything in his power to rewire his brain back to normalcy, even if it seems impossible to do. Every time a voice whispered or a doubt creeped into his mind, he made an active choice to reach out. whether it's to his friends like Noah or to someone in need like Nina and Henry. He chose to try something new, and seeing the fruits of his efforts with the true ending was really satisfying to see as an audience.
Well said, Anon.
What's the dog doing?
Let's dig into the meat of this case.
Just ignoring me? Huh?
The mystery of the spirit dwelling in the Mortimer family home. Now, throughout this case, we refer to the spirit haunting the house as Louis. This makes sense initially because 1. Louis died by drowning, and pools of water appear around the house when the spirit is haunting it. And 2. Louis is a mystery person no one knows anything about, and he sent a threatening letter to Nina's grandfather. I, however, have another theory. I think that the spirit is a cursed version of Henry Mortimer. I think that the curse spawned from the culmination of grief and guilt Mr. Mortimer felt for years after Louis' death. This curse then returned Henry to his youth when he had to part from Louis, but split him in two. The part of him that chose to stay with his family, and the part of him that wanted to leave with Louis. I think my theory is backed up by multiple instances that occurred throughout Stillwater. 1. Based on the photo of Louis that we see in the locket and the photo from the art gallery, the spirit doesn't look at all like Louis. Louis has short brown hair and glasses, while this spirit had long dark hair and glowing green eyes, just like the cursed young Henry Mortimer. Although initially when we see the letter from Louis it is threatening, when we look at it again in Henry's bedroom, we see Louis is at peace with whatever decision Henry makes. If this is the case, what reason would Louis have to kill Henry's family? A resentful version of Henry, on the other hand, would have more than enough motive to take out the ones who kept him from his beloved. 3. The spirit says we can be saved and we can be forgiven when Hugo attempts to get Henry out of the lake, implying that they both share the same blame for the events that had occurred. 4. While attacking Hugo in the lake, the spirit calls out for Louis and is appeased when he finally takes hold of the locket containing Louis' picture. I don't think Louis would be calling out for himself, and this is the final nail in the coffin, which leads me to believe that the spirit is a malicious imitation of Henry Mortimer. I think the cursed version of Henry wasn't able to find Louis because Louis' spirit passed on. I think Spirit Henry felt resentful towards Henry's family and took it out on them, killing them off one by one. Louis tried to help Henry forgive himself, but his spirit wasn't strong enough to get a message to him. It was with the help of Nina, Noah, and Hugo that Louis was finally able to reach Henry, allowing Henry to begin the long journey of forgiving himself. At last, he was free from the remorse and the curse that had haunted his family. That was it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining me, Anon.
Thanks for having me.
Remember to like and subscribe if you like my content, and leave a comment on what you thought about the game, or if you have any recommendations. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember, stay sharp and stay curious. Bye! Our tangent connecting us. Golly! Fate weaved its thread back to you, our tangent connecting us once more for this very moment. And for that, I am forever grateful to you. I know how to read!
Line of this fucking novel.
I know, I keep messing it up. It's a very serious moment. And for that, golly! And then he like keeps drifting back further and further. And for that, so when I cut it out, he's just gonna be like so small. And for that, I am forever, golly! I can get it.
It's all out of love. It's all out of love. I just thought that was funny.
It's a serious moment, and
With
I'm
his
tripping
eyes?
over this shit.
That's a sign that the bar was
Mhm.
good. That line was so good.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.